back with Pillars of Eternity. And
Sure.
slide. We're gonna do some conversations because there's one of the people here who had something to say.
How do you do?
Back again, I see. Who the hell are you? Name's Two-Tone Weaksel. Lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expedition, but we're hoping to enjoy a little peace and quiet for the next few weeks anyway. I'm Dreadshot Dayton, and this is Herdy and Ilfa. We're part of separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. He ticked several items off his fingers. Beasts, barbarians, bellwax. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one, too. At the next table, Dayton raised his glass. And here's to many more prosperous journeys. Was something else you wanted? Huh.
The work of a moment.
Thank you. Yeah, we're exploring this in no, I don't care anymore. Old Villa, Southern Coast, circa 2670.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Well, that's thievery there, so we'll come back. Got the experience. The pages of these books are crisp and fragrant with salt of sea breeze. If you guys want me to see these, let me know.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
I just want the experience, that's all good. Alright. Where do I need to go? Temple of Boudica, Long Hunt, gotta figure out where that is, then must pass. Find the ruins between Records Archive, okay. Boudica is in the fires, the films, the furs. Who remembers? First fires, caterpillars. Let's explore, see what happens. Crumbled loaves and shredded flowers float on the waters. Your time has come, Sigram. Your life is at an end. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under a silvered eyeshadow and a razor-precise line of kohl. Before you can speak, she throws her hand up in dramatic fashion.
Gods keep you.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the Revel of Stars. And what is the Revel of Stars? We are the finest theater troupe in the city. We believe that the best art is immersive and true to life. She looks at the amphitheater with rapturous expression. We stage our performances right here in Copperlane for the edification of it all. Suppose I could spare a moment for a fan. And what do you do? That depends entirely on the demands of the role. She lays a slender hand on her chest. I am the Pallid Knight, the Widow of the Wood, and the Warrior Queen Maka. At all different times. To live a different life each day is a glorious thing indeed, my friend. Does the Revel of Stars take in many new members? But of course, good drama is a balm to the soul, and we wish to offer a true theatrical experience to as many possible. What kind of members do you take? We'll take in the new, the old, the tall, the small, the experienced and inexperienced. However, whoever is best suited to fill, oh, good lord, a role up to the utmost. My cat, sorry, there's a storm going on. My cat is scared and just jumped on my head. Now, how long do you keep members? As long as they are able to satisfy the demands of their roles. She smooths a wayward strand of hair. True acting can be a grueling process, so some last longer than others. I'd like to ask something else. Farewell. I need to keep an eye out for Catacombs, Brackenbury. Okay. Keep an eye out for I can't remember the name of the. There's a knight I would like to have join my troop. There's somebody in Deerford Village I'd like to get too. $15, huh? Can you be good and not step on the keyboard or unplug the phone or unplug my microphone? I don't think you can. You got anything interesting to say? Nope, you don't. No, cat. What do we got? Ducal Palace, Crucible Keep, Temple of Boudica. Windows Gift. Oh, the Valiant Embassy. That's where I want to go first. Hello, Green.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
In here. Maybe I have to progress the story some. I think she was supposed to be outside. We'll figure it out. It's been a long time since I played this. Does he have anything interesting to say?
Gods keep you.
What can this humble servant of the republics do for you? Tell me about the Valian republics. They are rich in all ways, in wealth, style, culture. If you were to go to the republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I am here because the Sangrita Ducala wishes it, but when my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sink from here to Salona. If there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. And what are those duties? As the Valian ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with the Deerwood remains as strong and profitable. Alright. Well, that's all I felt like learning today. I think she's supposed to be outside. Peregrine.
Well, this would be our Church of Woodica. Dear Woodens. Probably the first thing we burned during the Revolution.
Ghost?
Praise to the exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail. Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
Who are you?
Lord Ardwellen Rugford III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Wodica's house of worship. I was told I'd find the Temple of Wodica here.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum.
What stairs?
These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
You just took a big bite of hostess ding dong. Tell me where I'd find an entrance to these catacombs.
There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
And what are you doing?
Worshipping Wodica, the exiled queen and Oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my Emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do.
I'd like to know more about Wodica.
A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Wodica watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Wodica is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
You do know you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
Serious. Take a look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
You alright? You look almost like you'd lost your footing for a minute. Feels that way when I see into the ether. She watches you quietly. Ah, cats! You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders, or a lone set of tracks in the snow. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about her. She just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer up, so I'll let her. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time she goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. Hasn't worked so far. See if you can get her to tell you what the spirit said. Alright. Now, sneak
Quickly and
around.
quietly.
Can I wait till daytime to see if she shows up? Let's see what else we got here. I need to go Copperlink. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna start doing fast time. I might run over to Deerford Village. There's another character I want to pick up there. Hmm. Actually, you know what I should do? Rest. Get back. Ooh. Where's Gordy? Young boy watches the passerby and counts a grimy handful of coins, his face and arms smudged with dirt, but except for the grass stains, his clothes are in good condition. As you approach, he blinks and makes a quick, furtive effort to pocket his coins. Hey, miss, you want to know a secret? I know a real good secret. Careful, I've traveled the continent, and the hardest bargain still come from my 7-year-old. Really? What is it? I just saw folks hiding some really neat things. I could show you where, but Mom and Dad told me not to talk to strangers. Maybe you could help me with something. Then we wouldn't be strangers. Help you with what? The Crucible Knights have these daggers made out of March steel. It's the best steel around, except for Durgan steel. It doesn't count because no one makes it anymore. Anyway, there's this merchant over by the expedition hall, and he has a dagger made of real March steel. He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid and kids don't know anything about daggers, but that's not true. I know lots about daggers. I know about different kinds of steel. I know about how Crucible Knights make them in a forge. I know how the tip can pierce low-gauge scale armor, and that one that's good and sharp can cut right through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers. I really want this one, and if you could just get it for me, I promise I'll never ever ask for anything ever again. March Steel, the lad has good tastes. I only ever had little shark stickers as a child, mostly for oysters. Still managed to poke a hole through my palm once. Oh. Why not? Sounds reasonable. I'll get it for you. I knew a real adventurer would understand. There's a big merchant over by Amdeth's den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll wait right here for you. Got the merchants open now. Let's go check. You.
Good day to you.
Igran stands behind a stall polishing a broadsword. The patterned flesh around his eye is crinkled with age, and the muscles in his arms are knotty and lean, but he holds the weapons with ease. Come to take a look, you won't find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay. Outside of Sonod's, of course. He flashes a crook again. What's so special about Sonod? She operates in the expedition hall, sells the best equipment in the city, but Wenin keeps her on a short leash. Keeps her fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditions, members of the dozen, and anyone else he takes a liking to. I'm looking for a particular dagger made of March steel. Just like the Crucible Knights used? Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? I'd be tempted to sell it to you anyway and let the little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands. If March Steel daggers only given to Crucible Knights, how did you get your hands on one? Ignorant pauses mid-polish, his clothes slowing over the blade. A lot of steel passes through my hands, friend. I don't make my business to ask where it all comes from. I'm not trying to get you into trouble, but you should be careful about what you trade and whom you trade with. Trafficking in stolen goods is risky. Appreciate the concern, but there's no need to worry. I keep my nose clean. Those adventurers you sold the dagger to, where are they now? Folks like that only visit Copperlane to crew up at Amdeth's Den Expedition Hall or down a pine in the Goose and Fox. And since they weren't headed to the den, well, you got my best guess. So tell me more about the dagger. Made out of high purity iron ore that comes out of the White March Mountains. Traditionally, the smiths at the Crucible Keep have smelted it into daggers and swords, which they only give to the Knights of the Crucible. Of course, I'd be surprised if that kid didn't already tell you all this. What you got for sale? Lordy, lordy, lordy. I might have to come back. Check you out. The goose and, well, as I said, the goose and cocks. Do, 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 do. This where I get the Giant's Quest? Just in case I screw up.
Good day to you.
Did you buy a marked steel dagger from Igrin? I did, and a fine piece it is. I don't know any more circulating the city outside the steel of the Crucible Keep, of course. I was trying to get it for a kid named Gordy. A kid? This isn't a toy, you know. Get him a wooden sword. Come on, Weaksel. If our friend is here is willing to pay, what's the harm? Plenty, actually. That kid will probably poke his eye out. Besides, I plan to use this dagger. How much would it take for you to change your mind? Seeing as how there's a sudden demand for this, 100 pans seems fits. You mean Igrin sold you March steel for less? I wonder why he wanted to get rid of it so badly. Either that blade was stolen from the knights, or it's fake. He looks from the dagger to you back in. Fine, but I won't take less than I paid for it. I knew 50 pants sounded too good to be true. Deal. So, I'm not making any progress. Good lord. That's the only problem, is that leveling in this game takes forever. Suppose some of the other games I'm playing right now, like, freaking feel like I kill one person, I get a level in Mass Effect. Same goes for, Mutant Year Zero.
Hail, traveler.
Go check the Valiant and see again. Maybe I can get another
Back when this is
pin.
all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Did you get it? Did you get the dagger? Can I see it? Can I see it? I have the dagger right here. Listen, when you're not using it, keep it sheathed or it will rust. Don't show it off or someone's going to take it away from you or worse. It's a weapon, not a toy. Understand? Gordy's hand trembles as he restrains himself from snatching the dagger away. He nods, holding the dagger in its sheath. I'll take good care of it, I promise. So about that secret. I saw one of the actors hide something under a loose stone near the theater. Probably nothing as good as Mark's steel dagger, though. Thank you for telling me, Gordy. Bye. Alright.
My eyes are peeled.
Where is this loose stone?
You should see this.
Yeah, that was nice. I use that a lot.
Time to see and not be seen.
Great. Oh. I never talked to them. Okay, we did that.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
Adair, you have said you fought. I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light would be very convincing.
Funny thing about Dear Woodens. With all that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
He might have a way to get in. He, an older dwarf, counting coins behind a grimy shop window, hair limp with grease and sweat, a sneer playing around the edge of his pinched mouth. The bargains of the day lie scattered across the table, from tarnished tawdry jewelry to an acid-encrusted dagger lying precariously near the edge. His half-nose twitches in anticipation as a customer enters. Disheveled young noble, once white doublet stained with life gone wrong. Eyes dart behind him, searching for pursuit, before he dumps the contents of his Hessian bag on the table. The dwarf leans forward, fingers flicking through the silver and assorted goblets. He shakes his head emphatically, sneer fully settled, shoving the items back at the man. The man pleads, begs, eyes rolling panicked in their sockets, asking for something, anything, a few silvers. The dwarf leers and tosses 3 copper pans across the table. Desperate, the young noble tears a signet ring from his finger. To the dwarf's ill-concealed delight, a few more coins go into the pile, and the defeated man, swearing stitches under his breath, exits the shop. The venerable dwarf grins from his good fortune, picking food out of his 2 sharp teeth as he examines his haul. All right. Nope. Viscous, foul-smelling sludge ebbs in the trench. Well, this is where it's going to start. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near without warning, the soul hurries towards you as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place, come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You're in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with the troll. The panic surrounding, pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. So apparently there's a giant troll here. Let's creep to.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Explore this whole area. If there is.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey,
Ready, Watcher.
Brave.
Don't work his ass.
Sure.
Alright.
Ready, Watcher.
Brave thou
hey. Hi?
Yeah.
following your lead. Not your lead.
Sure.
All right, let's creep through.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
how may I help?
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Actually, we'll do passive and active boots.
Hey,
Ready, Watcher.
What?
I?
Yes?
And what does the flame reveal?
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
What?
Hey,
Yeah.
how may I help?
Dead on.
Crave thou Philothili.
Sure.
Let's see what lies this way.
Miss anything? There's the Temple of Baldicus. We'll come back to there, finish exploring this.
Hey,
Ready, Watcher.
How may I help?
Following your lead. Brave does not believe.
Got it.
Brave does not.
How may I help? Lava will be on seek!
He got blasted by those magic missiles. I was hoping one of them would have a grimoire.
No problem.
I shall be discreet.
I don't think I used fastball when I played this the first time. I don't even think I knew it was a thing.
You might find this interesting.
That's a downside.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helling's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. What are you doing down here? Research, a hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as an abundant supply of subjects. There's nothing else beyond your way. And what are those creatures behind you? Just a few personal projects, sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but they serve for amusement. Or just exploring the catacombs. Then go and thank your gods I am not hungry. Let's push our luck.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Not so alarming, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Didn't even see it.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Lordy.
I don't feel so good.
That didn't go well. Oops.
Keeping an eye out.
wonder what this is.
So much for the lockpicks, my friend.
You might find this interesting.
Huh. Nothing weird. Alright, now it's time to explore the other side of this.
Hey,
Following your lead.
How may I help?
What?
Ready, Watcher.
How may I help?
not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Ah, thank God that rock! Lava will be on seek! That's it!
Dead on!
Yeah.
Sure.
Keeping an eye out.
See, right away.
Aye?
Yes?
I'm here.
Hey,
Yeah?
How may I help?
What?
Eh? Got it.
Hello? Hello?
This is actually where we're going to stop for today. When we come back, we'll finish exploring these catacombs and go to the Temple of Boudica. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot. It helps channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Till next time, love you guys. Y'all are the best. I will see you soon. Another thing I'm going to do after I log, by the way, is I'm just going to rest. So when you come back, all that stuff will be full health. So.